What's going on, guys? I am back. I was actually kind of bored here, just sitting around the house, and I decided to put together a kind of potential Coffee Lake PC build. Now, disclaimer, I'm not actually ready to put this together. I don't have any contacts at Intel, so unfortunately I do not have any Coffee Lake chips, and they are sold out everywhere. So eventually we're gonna have to I guess buy one once they come back in stock. So I was just kind of piecing out something that we could potentially build. In the meantime, I do actually plan on putting together that Ryzen 3 1200 builds, but this is just something, you know, to kind of look forward to in the future. By the way, I know my cam's not on right now. The reason for that is because the US did not qualify for the World Cup, and as a member of US Soccer, I am embarrassed to show my face on the internet. So please accept this avatar as a representation of my current state of mind, and let's move forward. So the goal with this potential build was kind of to just build like the ultimate gaming system without really taking budget into account. Now, basically that means we're going with the Intel Core i7 8700K as our CPU for the system, to try to squeak out as many frames as possible. You know, 6 cores, 12 threads, a 3.7 gigahertz base clock, 4.7 gigahertz boost clock, and yeah, this thing should get the job done. Like I was mentioning earlier, it is really not available anywhere, so this is really not the real price. It should be a lot cheaper than this once it's actually in stock, but yeah, I'm thinking this is going to be pretty much the best gaming CPU that you can get at this point. Not to say that it's the best value, but it is going to net you the best frames. Now, in terms of cooling it, hopefully this will work. The CryoRig H5 Universal, this is a pretty decent looking cooler, I think. A little bit better than something like a Hyper 212 Evo or the even the CryoRig H7. This will give you a little bit of additional cooling. It's got a 140 millimeter fan on there, so hopefully it'll run a little bit quieter as well. And this is the universal model, so it should be compatible with any of your RAM choices, which is part of the reason I got it over the normal version. But yeah, I think that would be a nice touch for cooling. Either that, or I could use something that I have already laying around the house here. I do have the Master Liquid 240, which is an AIO that could easily go in its place. Now, I was looking at motherboards that are currently offered. It looks like the only thing that you can buy right now are Z370 boards. This looked like kind of the best value board to me. This MSI Z370 Crate gaming motherboard here. I kind of like just the all-around feature set that I had for the price, being 160 bucks. It's not really, I'm not really sold on the looks, really, but again, I'm looking at feature set over everything. We just take a look at that here. Got plenty of USB ports on the back there. One of the things that I did like about it is that it's got 4 4-pin chassis fans, aside from, of course, your CPU fan and your water pump fan connector. Definitely got to have all of those system fan connectors to keep the system quiet and cool, and you know, there's some other stuff in there. So I thought that would be a good option as far as motherboards go. There were some more expensive ones that I was kind of looking at, but I don't know, for the price, this seems like a good value. For the RAM, I actually want some of this for my own personal build, but this G-Skill Trident Z series, we've got 16 gigabytes, so 2 8 gigabyte sticks. This is the black and white version in terms of color scheme, running at 3200 megahertz. Surprisingly, this is only running for 164 bucks. Looks like it's on sale, so that probably won't last long. But these have usually been the RAM sticks to get for Ryzen, so I'm gonna roll with these for Coffee Lake as well, and hopefully they will serve us right. Now for storage, I picked this because it's already something that I own, a 480 gigabyte OCZ TR150. So this is just a 480 gig SATA based SSD. I have plenty of speed, enough room to run your OS and about like 7 or so games on there. So yeah, should work pretty well. 160 bucks. Sucks because when I bought this thing, it was only 120 bucks. And at the time, I was like, man, is there anything cheaper? Now this thing's all the way up to 160. So, I don't know. Now for the graphics card, I've got this as well. This is the Strix GTX 1070. I was kind of looking at like a 1080 or maybe one of the Vega cards, but I gotta keep it real. I'm cheap. I don't want to spend like 500 bucks on a card. So if I put together a build, it's probably going to be with a GPU that I already have, like this 1070 right here, which is actually not a bad buy. I wish it was a little bit cheaper, but for the meantime, it will definitely get us by with some 1440p gaming, maybe a little high refresh rate 1080p gaming. For the power supply, got this one too. I bet you're seeing a trend here. But this is the FSP Hydro G 650 watt power supply. It's 80 plus gold rated. It's fully modular. Pretty nice power supply. The fan only comes on after a certain load, so it's pretty quiet as well. And yeah, did I mention I already own it? So that'd be a good reason to go ahead and roll with that. Now for the case, I was thinking about trying something new. This is the Fractal Design Define C tempered glass case. Not a lot of people have this case. I've been looking at the like Define series since the Define R4, and I never actually got to build in one of these cases yet. So I kind of want to do that at some point. I'm curious to see if they are actually, you know, moving forward with the times and being competitive with the new offerings that we have out here today. So this is probably what I would choose if we were building this today. Nice big tempered glass side panel on it, nice clean aesthetic, and 90 bucks for that case. So yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Man, I feel like back in the day this build would be like 1,200 bucks, but it's shot all the way up. Probably be up like 1,500 bucks once the i7 is released. But yeah, somewhere in that area will get you this build. And I don't know, let me know what you guys think about the part selection that I have here. Do you think there's something else that would have been better in its place? Let me know down in the comments below. I'm gonna get up out of here. I'll have an actual review for you guys tomorrow. So like this video if you like this type of content. I will see you then. I'm out. See ya.